Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to one of the most epic games that have ever taken place in the online gaming athletic coliseum. I just go total beast mode. You will enjoy the gameplay in the background, and hopefully you will enjoy this week's episode of High School Stories. The first three you have absolutely been loving, and I thank you for all the amazing amount of comments and support. And in this week's episode, we're going to be covering something that I have been debating telling you guys for a while because I am ashamed of it. And I hope you guys understand that this was a totally different white boy. I was going through a lot of rough times back when I allegedly did this. Let's just say, for legal purposes, this is a hypothetical story because I don't want to go locked up, man. I'm too pretty to go to jail. I know this is wrong, and I hope you guys forgive me. You know, I was dealing with my dad passing away, and my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer, and I was broke. But my friends down the street had a PlayStation, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I started playing Call of Duty 4 religiously, and I wanted one for myself, but I just couldn't afford it. So one day, me and my two associates, which of course are going to remain nameless, we were going to go to Sears and pull off one of the most dangerous heists in the Sears community. So basically, we knew somebody that worked there, and they were going to leave the PlayStation, you know, they lock up the PlayStations and all the games. They're going to leave that unlocked for us, and we're going to swoop in with a few bags, put a few PlayStations, put a few Call of Duties in there, put a few controllers, and just walk off. And it all started, my mom dropped me off at school, and this is the first time I ever did this, and I feel kind of bad. I tricked my mom. She dropped me off at school, and then I just turned right around after she left and went to the bus stop, and I saw her like when she turned around, I saw her car, and I saw her, like I was that close that I saw her face, and I got so nervous that she would see me, but she didn't. So I went home. I skipped this whole day of school. And then I went to my friend's house, and they were there, and then they drove us to Sears. So me and a friend went into Sears, and one friend was the getaway driver. And I was so freaking nervous. I never did anything like this. I mean, I maybe when I was like 12, 13, 14, I took a bag of Cheetos from the gas station, but I never stole. What is this guy? We got tomahawked in his head. I never did anything like that, but you know, I was desperate. I was broke. It's hard to explain when you don't have anything and you want something. And I know it's bad, guys. Please forgive me. I know it's bad, and I hope none of you guys ever do this. In High School Stories, you guys are supposed to learn from my mistakes. So please, guys, please never do this. I know I was a bad person back then. I was in a bad situation. So anyways, we walk into Sears, and I'm shaking. I'm like, oh, God, this is like, we really got to do this. And we're at the PlayStation thing, and it was open. And these two, we get a few things in the bag. We get 2 PlayStations in my friend's bag, and I got 1 PlayStation in mine, and we got a few games. And the guy told me, he was like, if anything happens, man, just drop the bag and follow me. You can't get in trouble if you don't go out the store with something. It's not stealing until you walk out the door, and you won't get in trouble. So as soon as these 2 people come and ask us, can we help you with anything, he just starts to book it. And I'm terrified. I don't know. I was never in this situation, so I just dropped my bag and just followed him. And we got outside the store safely. He had 2 PlayStations. I had nothing, and I think it was a sign, some sort of sign that was like, don't do this again, Alex. This isn't for you. You have to change your ways. Don't go down this lifestyle. Don't go down this path. Because as soon as we got outside in the store, it started to pour, and pour bigger than I ever seen before. It just rained so hard, and thankfully there probably was going to be cameras, and the rain saved us from that. And the funny thing about it is, he said we wouldn't get in trouble. Oh, the tomahawk for the final kill. That was sick. That was a really sick gameplay, guys. If you can, it was amazing gameplay. Please rate the video. I would really appreciate that. But getting back to the story, later on that day, he was like, man, if we would have got caught, you would have probably, got locked up too because you're an accomplice. And I'm like, really? Why didn't you tell me that earlier? I would have definitely took the PlayStation in that case. But it's no laughing matter, guys. And I'm glad that I didn't go down that path. So thanks for watching. I hope you understand my mindset, what situation I was in. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.